Welcome to Essen and day one of competition at the World University Games, a multi-sport event that has united student athletes from around the globe for more than years. We are in the North Rhine-Westphalia region of Germany. Nearby Duisburg hosted the World University Games in 1989, and it seemed like all of Germany turned up for the spectacular opening ceremony last night, which featured a performance from a gymnast that we are actually going to be seeing in this subdivision, Hanna Wiesner of Hungary. That was a time for celebration. Today it is down to business here in the Essen Convention Center. It is the individual all-around final in rhythmic gymnastics and qualification as well for the individual apparatus finals in the 4 handheld events: clubs, ribbon, ball, and hoop. Our coverage today will be divided into 3 subdivisions for the individuals, and we will also see the 5 ribbons performance from the 5 groups entered here at these World University Games. In the individual competition, the action today will focus on the hoop and the ball, one half of the larger all-around final. We will begin in rhythmic gymnastics with the individual qualification in Group A. The 17 gymnasts here will be competing with the hoop and with the ball. They will be alternating, so we'll go around the order twice, and those who competed with the hoop the first time will compete with the ball and vice versa. So the focus for the 49 competitors in this individual all-around final really is twofold. They are aiming to be amongst the top 8 scorers with each apparatus so as to be able to perform again for the individual apparatus titles. Those 4 finals will be held on Saturday, and all scores counting towards the all-around final. Fans young and old excited about rhythmic gymnastics. From all over the world they have come. We will be seeing a gymnast from Thailand as well as from Singapore, and 2 from the Republic of Korea. The judging panels are ready. Congratulations to all of the officials for being selected for this event. Judges have to pass a very difficult exam to be able to judge at the elite level. This is a very exciting field. Many of the competitors here hail from Europe and are coming off last month's European Championships, which were held in Tallinn. We have the addition of gymnasts from the other 4 continents here, performing second in today's qualification, the silver medalist from the 2023 World University Games in China, Kristina Poronichna of Ukraine. We will also be seeing, right at the top of the order, Andreea Verdes of Romania, highly seasoned competitor. There's also Anastasia Salos, an Olympian from Tokyo, who will be the second to last to perform in this subdivision. And the reigning World University Games champion, Fanny Pignitsky of Hungary, is here as well, but she will perform in a subdivision coming up later this afternoon. Now, by a quirk of fate, Andreea Verdes of Romania drew the #1 starting position at the last World University Games 2 years ago in China. And once again, she will start us off with the hoop. A student doing her 2nd master's degree now at the Alexandru Ioan-Cuza University of Iași, where she is from. Performing with the hoop to start things off, Andreea Verdes of Romania.
Pour donner de la force à mes traits, les défauts comme mes qualités, je vais essayer. Je m'attendais pas évidemment qu'on me dise comment faire en amour. Depuis que j'essaye d'en faire le tour, je cours à nos folies, nos rêves, nos chances. C'est l'heure de nos envies. Quel rêve, quelle danse sur nos peurs. Ce désordre là, c'est pas rien, c'est mon cœur tout entier, c'est le mien, prends-en soin. Peur de faire bien, comme il faut, comme ils font, sans défaut, sans raison, pendant que j'entends du fond gronder nos folies, nos rêves, nos chances. C'est l'heure de nos envies. Et quel rêve, et quelle danse sur nos peurs. À nos folies, nos rêves, nos chances. C'est l'heure de nos envies. Et quel rêve, et quelle danse sur nos peurs.
Andreea Verdes of Romania, and what a lovely way to begin this rhythmic gymnastics competition at these World University Games. Andreea Verdes is 24 years old. She is the longest serving elite rhythmic gymnast in Romanian history. 10 years and counting on the national teams of Romania in her sport. And she says that her passion is as high as ever for rhythmic gymnastics. She's really come into her own over the past few years. She was 17th in the all-around at the European Championships in Estonia last month. Lovely start for the 24-year-old from Iași. There is heavy support for this young athlete here. The silver medalist in the all-around at the last World University Games. She begins with the ball. Here is Krystyna Poreniczna of Ukraine. That's a veteran's performance from Krystyna Poreniczna, the 22-year-old from Lviv in Ukraine. Not only did she take all-around silver 2 years ago here, she won 2 of the apparatus titles. And I say it's a veteran's performance because there were a couple of places where she looked a little off. She had to modify the trajectory under a throw. This is one example. You see her scooting just a bit forward in order to trap the ball between her legs. That's the kind of thing that results in an execution deduction. Rhythmic gymnastics is such a precision sport. You have to look out for very small things. To the untrained eye, that looked absolutely fabulous, and for the most part, it was. But the judges, they do see the smaller errors. and they mark down accordingly. Lviv is not really a center of rhythmic gymnastics in Ukraine, so they are incredibly proud of Pornichnya and all that she has accomplished.
Andrea Verdes, 26,650 Punkte, 26.650 points for Andrea Verdes. The next gymnast representing Hungary, für Ungarn, Hanna Wiesner.
Now to a 20-year-old from Budapest, a student at the Hungarian University of Sports Science. Beginning with the hoop is Hanna Wiesner of Hungary. Hanna Wiesner of Hungary performing with the hoop to begin her World University Games. She has made a number of finals on the World Cup circuit where she competes regularly. She's done 2 World Cup events this year, has yet to win a medal, however. And this is her first outing at the World University Games. She says that she really idolized Fanny Pignitsky, who is competing in the next subdivision. When she was younger, she never thought that she would actually be able to compete on the national team with Pignitsky, and her dream has come true. We will endeavor to bring you the scores as they come up. And indeed for Andrea Verdes, 26.65, the number with the ball. It's a good, strong start for Verdes. And I am mistaken, 26.65, the score for Verdes with the hoop.
The Ukrainian still waiting for the score for the Ukrainian.
A look at the Essen Convention Center. There are actually several sports being contested in different halls concurrently. To get to rhythmic gymnastics, you walk through and you see fencing, you see taekwondo, you see table tennis. There's a lot going on here. Waiting in the wings now, a very young gymnast from the United States. She is a student at California's Miramar University.
Und hier das Ergebnis für Kristina Poraniczna. 24,950 Punkte, 24.950 points. Please welcome the next gymnast representing the United States of America, Furiosa, Sarah Mariotti.
From San Diego, California, a gymnast who her calling card has been the ribbon. She will begin here with the ball. This is 18-year-old Sarah Mariotti of the United States. Oh, there's a real elegance, a softness to the work of Sarah Mariotti of the USA with the ball. She is a competitor who is still gaining in international experience, and this is potentially a confidence-building start for her. Fairly smooth roll of the ball over 2 body segments. We'll see that a lot in the routines. And this was a lovely combination. The chaîné turns and then the catch of the ball into the back walkover. And she gets extra difficulty for that catch because she is on the floor. And then once again, the roll of the ball, trying to prevent it from bouncing as it goes over those large body segments. Good start for Sarah Mariotti.
The next gymnast with hoop, nächste Gymnastin mit dem Reifen. Representing the Netherlands, Noah Gabriel.
Once again, confirmation of the 26.6 from Hannah Wiesner with the hoop. So a very good start for Wiesner as well. Now, representing the Netherlands, here is Noe van der Laan, the 20-year-old, a student in movement science at FISU University in Amsterdam. Ending with a very difficult risk element is Noah van der Laan of the Netherlands. She did very well to maintain control of the hoop at the end of the exercise after it just got away from her. If the gymnast is not in control of the apparatus at the end of the routine, there is a fairly significant deduction. The tosses and catches really paramount when it comes to building the difficulty score. And this was a focused effort from this still young Dutch gymnast. There's a very good turnout for the morning session in rhythmic gymnastics here in Essen. And there's a real palpable sense of excitement within the country, especially for German rhythmic gymnastics, which has taken off in the last few years.
Bevor es dann mit Thailand weitergeht. The next gymnast is waiting, but we have to wait for the score first for Sarah Mariotti.
Preparing to take to the carpet, Piada Piramatukorn of Thailand. And still waiting in the kiss and cry for their scores, Sarah Mariotti of the United States and Noah van der Laan of the Netherlands. What an experience this is for Sarah Mariotti, the gymnast who trains at Pacific Stars Rhythmic Academy in California.
Die US-Amerikanerin wartet hier auf ihre Quote, genauso wie die Niederländerin, einträchtig nebeneinander in der Kiss and Cry.
You're looking at a beaming Noah van der Laan.
Mit dabei zu sein bei den FISU World University Games.
Emotions of the gymnasts before they perform and after they perform are often quite different.
Und das gilt auch für die junge Thailänderin, die aber noch einen kleinen Moment Geduld braucht.
The waiting can sap the mental energy of a gymnast. Often we see them taking the time to visualize the routines, do some of the gestures. It can seem like a very long time, even if it isn't. The score with the ball for Sarah Mariotti of the USA, 24.5.
Please welcome, representing Thailand.
So all the scores in the mid-20s range that we've seen so far. Welcome now to Thailand, a 20-year-old from Suratthani, a city that means city of good people. This is Piada Piramatukorn.
She on the job, can't stop when we get inspired. Booty moving weight like she on the fly. On the track, I got to know. Top jeans tattoo, cause I'm rockin' bomb. Half black, half white, down and out. Game of money, off the top. Yeah, more shot for us. Please fill up the cup. That's all right. We just wanna see you say that. Now you home with me. You naked now.
Get down, put your hands up in the sound. Get up, get down.
day I'm shuffling.
That was a jolt of energy from Piata Piramatukorn of Thailand. Welcome to the World University Games. She dares to be different. Many gymnasts with the ball choose soft, elegant music. She has just set the crowd alight with her dance steps and the energy of that performance. It's the new trend in rhythmic gymnastics that we're going to be seeing a lot more, bouncing a ball off the forearm to create another small throw and then catching it. And the reason that it's suddenly popular is that the code of points has changed beginning in January of 2025. And so certain things have come more into vogue. The score for Noah van der Laan of the Netherlands, 21.45 with the hoop. Now performing with the hoop, Julieta Avetissian of Armenia.
I got my bad shades on, trap like I'm in my zone. I'm sick of the news, I'm sick of the views, I'm sick of the lies they've told. Try to look up, not before I can come in these heights, man, I can stop it all. I'm standing tall. I'm a survivor, stay alive, do or die, my prime, I'm a fighter. I'm a survivor, won't be tied up. Break from the pain, take your place, I'll remind you. I'm a survivor.
Julieta Avetissian of Armenia. What a catch right at the end of that routine. She is 18 years old from the brilliant pink city of Yerevan. Very good amplitude on her turning leaps. She does a sequence of 3. Most intricate work with the hoop, passing it through the body. That, however, will count certainly as a drop. Drop comes with quite a significant deduction. Loss of the apparatus depends, the deduction rather, depends on the number of steps you have to take to retrieve it. For Avetissian, that's probably going to cost her in the neighborhood of half a point. But she is young, and it is very early days here at the World University Games in the Rhine-Ruhr region of Germany.
Europe's largest multi-sport event in this year in 2025.
Avetissian is a student at the Armenian State Institute of Physical Culture. She made her World Cup debut this season in Bulgaria.
The athletes must be between 18 and 25 years old and enrolled in a university.
Piata Piramatukorn, meanwhile, feeling the love, as is Julieta Avetissian. I can tell you that the score with the ball for Kristina Poronichna was 24.95. And it is too early to start thinking about things like who could qualify for the apparatus final. But that is a score that should hold up pretty well compared to what we have seen so far. It is the top score with the ball. But again, it's very early. There are 3 subdivisions of individuals who will compete with hoop and ball today. They'll do the same with the clubs and ribbon tomorrow. And we will know at the end of tomorrow the all-around champion here at these World University Games. The judges taking their time with the score for Piada Piramatukorn, a young gymnast from Thailand, a 3-time National Youth Games gold medalist. Score is in for Piramatukorn.
The next gymnast representing Azerbaijan.
And it is 21.7 with the ball. Competing in her second World University Games is Ilona Zeynalova of Azerbaijan. She is a very seasoned competitor. Here she is with the ball. Ilona Zeynalova of Azerbaijan. What a good way to begin for this 20-year-old. She has competed at several European championships, at the World Championships as well, and at numerous World Cups. And that experience is showing here. What a very nice risk, combining the front walkover with the 3 forward rolls and then catching the ball on the ground. She has great flexibility, real fluidity in her movement as well. She started rhythmic gymnastics quite late, at the age of 10. And her coach thinks that she has the potential to keep going, to have real longevity in the sport. Perhaps partly because she did not begin serious training until she was a teenager, really.
And here is the score for Giulietta, 19.9.
Score coming in now for Giulietta Avetissian of Armenia with the hoop.
The next gymnast representing Norway. Herzlich willkommen für Norwegen, Josephine Julmara.
And I can tell you that that number for Avetissian, 19.95, a bit low, but she did have a drop of the apparatus in the routine. The next to perform representing Norway. This is the hoop routine of Josephine Juhl-Muller, 22-year-old from Asker. There's been a real positive evolution in the gymnastics of Josephine Juhl-Muller over the past several years. She finished 35th in the all-around at the European Championships in Tallinn last month. She's really grown as a competitor.
24.650
Meanwhile, the score is 24.65 with the ball for Ilona Zeynalova. And that is competitive based on the early numbers that we've seen. Once again, Zeynalova with the ball scores 24.65. Now to the first of two representatives of the host nation here. This is 20-year-old Anastasia Simakova. She begins with the ball.
This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move and then hear my heart burst again. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall, face it all together. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall, face it all together. Let the sky fall. Let the sky
Just beautiful work from Anastasia Simakova of Germany to begin her competition with the ball. She showed great composure in holding the unstable balance as her music began to play and then finally began in earnest. And it's interesting because this is not the first time she has had a snafu with the music. At the European Championships, actually the wrong music played for her club's routine. and she just went with it. She did the routine anyway and managed to make it look great.
23,450 Punkte.
It's the kind of quick thinking that sees a competitor in very good stead. Rhythmic gymnasts really are masters at adaptation. 23.45 is what Josephine Juhl-Moller brings in with the hoop. The next gymnast to perform, representing Moldova, a 19-year-old, a student at Pepperdine University. This is Emily Beznos.
How can you see into my eyes when I become so numb? The spirit sleeping somewhere cold until you find me
Performing it to Evanescence's Bring Me to Life, Emily Beznos of Moldova. This is a games not just for exceptional athletes, but for exceptional students, and she certainly qualifies as that. She skipped several grades in primary and secondary school, and she actually obtained her bachelor's degree from the University of California at Los Angeles in just 2 years, one of the youngest graduates in the university's history. She's now doing her master's in clinical psychology at Pepperdine in Malibu, California. That's a huge score for Anastasia Simakova, 27.8 with the ball, and very well deserved. That's the highest number that we have seen so far by some ways. One of two representatives from Australia here. This is Isabella Wong, a 19-year-old from the suburbs of Sydney.
Take five, take five, take five, take five, take five. Take five.
That's a lovely presentation from Isabella Wong of Australia. It's not just the tosses and catches that really get the attention, but also the dance steps, the facial expressions, all the little things that make up a good artistry performance. Here is one at the wrist cartwheel. Shanae turns and catches the ball, not looking at it, an unsighted catch on the floor, not using her hands. All of those things count towards augmenting her difficulty score. Well done to Isabella Wong.
Oh, this is nice. Come on, make some
What a nice moment of solidarity amongst the students of the world with Emily Besnos.
fair play throughout at the FISU World University Games. Waiting for the score for Emily, and then we are ready to present the next gymnast.
In preparation is Claire Ng of Singapore. She will be the next to perform.
Emily Besnos.
They're still waiting for the scores of Emily Besnos of Moldova with the hoop and Isabella Wong of Australia with the ball. And speaking of the focus, the almost trance-like state a gymnast can get into as she awaits the final moments before taking to the carpet. That's what we're seeing with Claire Ng.
And here's the score for Emily Besnos, 23.40 points.
Scores are in, 23.4 with the hoop for Emily Besnos.
Please welcome our next gymnast representing Singapore, Claire Ng.
The moment has arrived for the 18-year-old from Singapore Management University. Beginning with the hoop, Claire Ng. That focus that she displayed before entering the carpet, she really held it throughout the entire routine. What a concentrated performance from Claire Ng of Singapore. She did have to make some small trajectory adjustments in some of her tosses and catches. But overall, a good start. And a very good start for Isabella Wong of Australia as well, 23.2 with the ball.
23,20 Punkte für die Starterin aus Australien. Für die Republik Korea.
The emotion after the exercise certainly very different from the look on her face right before she stepped onto the carpet. From one 18-year-old to another, representing the Republic of Korea. Here is Cho Beola. 15th with this apparatus at the Asian Championships in Singapore.
Tomorrow is a hope, never a promise. Legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die.
There's some very effective expressions in this ball routine from Cho Beola. She is one of many athletes in the Korean delegation who are from the Korean National Sport University. It's an institution that really allows its students to adapt their studies to their training schedules. So for high-level athletes, it's really a godsend in some ways. In the kiss and cry now, Claire Ng of Singapore and Cho Beola of the Republic of Korea. Both of them competed in various international tournaments and did quite well earlier in the season.
Lass mal ein bisschen Stimmung machen für unsere beiden Gymnastinnen. Come on, everybody, clap your hands. Come on!
Claire Ng, in particular, has been in good form coming into the World University Games. She took the silver medal with the ribbon at the Singapore Gymnastics Lunar Competition this year. One of the building blocks towards the World University Games.
Das ist die Stimmung, die wir hier gerne haben bei den FISU World University Games in Essen. Und dann gibt es auch gleich die Wertung für die Gymnastin aus Singapur, der Angie. Bevor es dann gleich mit Chile weitergeht, da haben wir schon die Fahne
Coming up,
bereit.
the representative from Chile, Antonia Herrera. After that, we will see the neutral athlete Anastasia Salos, the Olympian from 2020. Giulia Della Felice of Italy, Pinyon Ri of Canada, and Fanny Pignitsky of Hungary will be one of the first to perform in Subdivision 2. But that is all to come up, because after this we will go back up to the top of the order, and Andrea Verdes will be the first to compete with the ball in the second half of this Subdivision 1. Claire Ng scores 21.3 with the hoop. And now the aforementioned representative from Chile, This is 21-year-old Antonia Herrera. She begins with the hoop. One gets the sense of an epic film, all condensed into a 90-second routine with the hoop. Well done to Antonia Herrera. There was drama, there was a story in that routine as well. This is a good angle to see a slight trajectory error on the wrist with chaîné turn. And this is another dynamic element with rotation, important to her difficulty. Notice that she doesn't cast the hoop up with her hands, but with her foot while doing an illusion turn. That's the sort of intricacy that can build a big difficulty score. Chobiola, meanwhile, scores 24.4 with the ball. That would put her into the apparatus final, were it to all end right now. To one of the most renowned gymnasts on the international circuit, beginning with the ball, Anastasia Salos, the 23-year-old. To watch Anastasia Salos perform is to be reminded of how sublime rhythmic gymnastics can be. Her basics are among the very best in the world. The way that she handles the apparatus is truly special, as are her remarkable pivots. This is a sequence of fouette turns. The leg needs to be kept directly at horizontal, and the penché pivot in the oversplit position is just beautiful to behold. The score for Antonia Herrera, 19.45 with the hoop. We did note some obvious errors in the trajectory on some of her risks. Representing Italy, a 20-year-old from Fano on the Adriatic coast. Here is Giulia Della Felice. It's a stylish presentation from Giulia Della Felice of Italy. She is a student at the University of Urbino Carlo, which is located in the center part of the historic city of Urbino. And there is also a branch campus in Fano, where she's from.
Top score so far in this first rotation.
It's a very solid routine from this young Italian.
In dieser ersten Rotation für Deutschland von Anastasia Simakova mit 27,80 Punkten, 27.80 points.
And speaking of solid starts, we certainly saw one from Anastasia Salos with the ball. Salos, a three-time bronze medalist at the World Championships.
Warten noch auf das Ergebnis für Anastasia und dann geht es direkt weiter mit der zweiten Rotation. Zweite Handgerät dann für jede Gymnastin. Dann sehen wir gleich wieder Andrea Verles aus Rumänien nach ihrer schönen Übung mit dem Reifen.
We'll be seeing her perform with the hoop in the next rotation. It's an apparatus where she really won fans by the thousands with one of the iconic hoop routines of the last 10 years that she was competing a few years ago. Gymnasts do tend to get new routines every year to every 2 years, but if a routine is particularly well received, they might keep it for multiple seasons. Lots of support for multiple nations here. Fans and family having traveled from far and wide. Anastasia Salos isn't sure what's going on, but the judges have been taking their time over some of the scores this morning. Top score of the competition so far recorded by Anastasia Simakova of Germany, 27.8 with the ball.
Kleinen Moment, bis alle Noten eingegeben sind. Und da ist es Anastasia Salos mit 25,7.
And let's remind ourselves of the competition order for this second rotation in Group A in rhythmic gymnastics. We will begin with Andrea Verdes, followed by Kristina Porenichna. Here once again is the 24-year-old from Iași in Romania. Andrea Verdes opened up with 26.65 with the hoop. This is a new routine with the ball for 2025, and it's magnificent. Nearly, so nearly. It's a routine that is filled with passion, just a pleasure to watch, pulling on the elements of flamenco and Spanish dance, and it suits her so well in her style of movement. That dynamic element with rotation right on, as were the fouette turns. It's just the loss of the apparatus momentarily right there that's going to impact her difficulty and her execution. Let's just remind ourselves, with the loss and retrieval of the apparatus, it depends on the number of steps the gymnast had to take. The results after rotation 1 with the ball, Anastasia Simakova in front. Here now, Kristina Porenichna of Ukraine. It's a routine that really challenges the gymnast, this one. One of the reasons even is all of the difficulty that is baked into it, but also the fact that the music increases in tempo as she goes on. It tests the endurance, but Poronichna has passed that particular exam. Good turning leaps and a nice risk. Again, watch the flight under the apparatus and the way that the gymnast throws and catches. Sometimes the throws are basic like that one, but they can get quite intricate. Andrea Verdes has 24.6 with the ball. That includes a penalty of half a tenth, probably for not finishing quite to the music. But considering that she had a drop, 24.6 is quite a nice number. Now to Hungary and Hanna Wiesner. Hanna Wiesner of Hungary. She just got contact with the ball at the end of the routine. You saw the slight trajectory adjustment that she had to make, but she avoided a much bigger deduction. Dynamic element with rotation. The cartwheel, chaîné turns and then catches the ball going into a back walkover. This, however, is going to cost her at least a point in execution. For the loss and retrieval of the apparatus, if the gymnast doesn't take any steps, it's half a point. 1 to 2 steps, 0.7, 3 or more, 1.0. 25.35 is the score for Kristina Poronichna with the hoop. So she has increased by nearly a full point compared to what she did with the ball, heading in an upward direction. And we head now to Sarah Mariotti of the United States for her second performance. This is with the hoop. Sarah Mariotti of the USA reaching for the stars with that exercise. There was one moment of difficulty early on as the loss of the apparatus, and she really makes great efforts to go and get it before it goes out of bounds, because if the apparatus goes out of bounds, that is an extra 0.3 of a point deduction. However, the number of steps that she took to regain control means she will also lose at least a point. 23.35 for Hannah Wiesner, who also had a difficult moment or two in this exercise. She scored 26.6 with the hoop. To the Netherlands, and Noah van der Laan with the ball. Noah van der Laan of the Netherlands, who made her World Cup debut this year in Tashkent a few weeks ago. She has come so far in her gymnastics. Talk about late starts. She began training rhythmic gymnastics when she was 12 years old. And that is considered incredibly late for this sport. It's a testament to her talent and her hard work that she has reached this level in just 8 years. 22.4 is the score with the hoop for Sarah Mariotti. She thrilled with the ball earlier. What can she do with the hoop? We are about to find out. Here is the 20-year-old from Thailand, Piada Pirmatukorn, a student at Chulalongkorn University.
I wanna be a slave, I wanna be a master. I wanna make your heart beat round like roller coaster. I wanna be a good boy, I wanna be a gangster. Cause you could be the beauty and I could be the monster. I love you since this morning, no, just for a static. I wanna touch your body so electric. I know you're scared of me, you say that I'm concentric. I'm crying all my tears and that's pathetic. I wanna make you hungry, then I wanna feed ya. I wanna paint your face like Mona Lisa. I wanna be a champion, I wanna be a loser. I'll even be a clown cause I just wanna lie. Because I'm that girl who's searching for redemption tonight. Oh yeah, we're searching for redemption tonight. Feel like we're searching for redemption. We're searching for redemption. I wanna be a master. I wanna make your heart beat round like roller coaster. I wanna be a good boy, I wanna be a gangster. Cause you could be the beauty tonight could be the monster.
It's another crowd-pleasing performance from Piata Pirmatukorn of Thailand. This time she has chosen Måneskin's I Wanna Be Your Slave as her music. She's really gone for contemporary musical choices. Nice side scale pivot with full turn. And it all went a bit wrong on that element. Difficult beginning with the hoop, and probably a deduction of 1.0 given how many steps she had to take to retrieve it. Awaiting her score is Noah van der Laan of the Netherlands. 21.45 was what she carried in with the hoop. As is evident in her performance, she comes from a ballet background. She actually won junior titles at the regional level in ballet. This year, she competed at her second European Championships. She debuted in Budapest in 2024. Rhythmic gymnastics in the Netherlands, once again, really is on the upswing. The Dutch have 3 solid international competitors who are really making a name for themselves abroad, of which she is one. Young rhythmic fans are enjoying themselves here at the Essen Exhibition Center. There's so much sport to discover here, not just rhythmic, but also taking part in this massive complex. Our athletes competing right now in fencing, in taekwondo. Table tennis will get started here over the weekend. There's lots to enjoy. 19.5 is the score for Noah van der Laan with the ball.
Nächste Gymnastin steht bereit und sie startet für Armenien. Representing Armenia, Julieta Avetissian.
Now to Julieta Avetissian of Armenia. She began with 19.95 for her hoop routine. Let's see what she can do with the ball.
I was 5 and he was 6. We rode on horses made of sticks. He wore black and I wore white. He would always win the fight. Bang, bang. He shot me down. Bang, bang. I hit the ground. Bang, bang. That awful sound. Bang, bang. My baby shot me.
To David Guetta's dance hit, Shot Me Down. That was Julieta Avetissian of Armenia performing with the ball. This is one of the apparatus that she competed at the recent European Championships in Tallinn. She also did the clubs.
I
One thing to look for on the turning leaps is the amplitude of the gymnast, but of course, paramount in every routine, those tosses and catches. 21.9 is the score for Piada Pirmatukorn with the hoop. So she's been very consistent, having gotten 21.7 with the ball. Looking to make a move upward is Ilona Zainalova of Azerbaijan. She began with 24.65 with the ball. This is a good apparatus for her. You can tell, can't you, that she began as a dancer. Ilona Zainalova of Azerbaijan. She's had great success with the hoop in international competitions. This was her best result in terms of apparatus at the World Cup in Sofia earlier this year. She also competed at her home World Cup in Baku. What a lovely back scale position she hits there. 20.55 is the score with the ball for Julieta Avitisian. That is an increase of about half a point compared to what she did with the hoop. Representing Norway, competing with the ball, here once again is Josefine Jol Moller.
Can you believe it? Can you realize that that all of us, have actually begun the exploration of another world? Come with us. We are going to the moon.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
What a wonderful concept of a routine. It's about going to the moon, and the ball, of course, is representative of the moon. There are so many beautiful moments where she casts the ball into the sky and then seems to just stand back and admire it. thoughtfulness of this routine and its choreography could stand her in quite good stead when it comes to the artistry score. It's one of the tenets of this new code. Less difficulty, more artistry, as the rhythmic gymnastics journalist Maria Cherneva puts it. Some of the criteria for gaining difficulty has actually been removed from the code of points, which makes it more difficult for gymnasts to build a huge D score. And this was put in place actually to emphasize those performance qualities that were so evident in that routine from Josephine Johl-Roller. Now, having recorded the highest score with the ball in the first part of this subdivision, Anastasia Simakova is about to take to the floor with the hoop. What must she be feeling? We're still awaiting the hoop score of Ilona Zeynalova of Azerbaijan.
Lasst uns den Mädchen noch mal ein bisschen Stimmung schenken. Auf geht's, alle Hände, come on! Klapp, 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 klapp!
The crowd realizes that one of their own is about to take to the carpet. Meanwhile, Simakova is standing and very calmly tossing her hoop into the air and catching it again, going up on releve and back down, doing everything that she needs to get herself into the zone. It's a long wait for Ilona Zeynalova in the kiss and cry. The judges, of course, don't all have to agree on the score that they post, but they do have to all be within a certain range of each other. And when they're not, the routine is reevaluated and the scores resubmitted until they fall within the acceptable range. That's one of the things that causes delays in rhythmic gymnastics competitions. But we have a number 24.8 for Ilona Zeynalova, and that is a slight improvement over what she did with the ball. So her day at work is complete. Now to the 20-year-old who moved to Germany from the place of her birth in 2022. Competing with the hoop, Anastasia Simakova. We are witnessing a gymnast coming into her own on the international stage. Well done to Anastasia Simakova of Germany. And what a time, what a place to make a statement that you are among the international elite. She competed at the European Championships in 2024 with this apparatus and with the ribbon only. But here we'll see all four. Meanwhile, 25.4 is an impressive score with the ball for Josephine Yul-Muller. The judges obviously appreciating the concept of her routine. Let's return to Moldova now with Emily Beznos, who is taking to the carpet with the ball.
You almost had me fooled. Told me that I was nothing without you. 'Cause you brought the flames and you put me through hell. I had to learn how to fight for myself. And we both know all the truth I could tell. I'll just say this as I wish you farewell. I hope you're somewhere praying. I hope your soul is changing. I hope you find your peace, falling on your knees, praying. 'Cause I can't make it on my own. I don't need you. I find the strength of never known. When I'm finished, they won't even know your name. I hope you're somewhere praying. I hope your soul is changing.
Performing to Kesha with the ball, Emily Beznos of Moldova. It's a routine that she really seems to feel musically. There's a wonderful sense of cohesion between her movements and the lyrics and the beat of the song. Emily Beznos is the reigning national champion of Moldova in rhythmic gymnastics. Meanwhile, Anastasia Simakova has positively outdone herself, 28.65 with the hoop. The highest score that we have seen today by some way. And it beats her own highest score of the day, 27.8, and does it by nearly a full point. She is the leader far and away as we continue in this first of 3 subdivisions of rhythmic gymnastics qualifications with the hoop and ball. And we continue with Isabella Wong of Australia. 23.2 was her score with the ball. This is the one routine she did not perform at the recent Oceania Championships.
Careful now, you're swimming with piranhas. Watch your step, you're treading on fire. Dracula, I paint the city red.
Isabella Wong of Australia, a student at Sydney's University of Technology. And I must correct myself, before she began, I said that this was the one routine she did not compete at the Oceania Championships. This is actually the one routine that she did not win a medal with, having taken bronze with the ball, clubs, and ribbon at the event in Singapore. She's had a busy 2025 so far, representing Australia at World Cup events in Baku and in Sofia. And she actually came up as part of the junior group in Australia, competed at the Junior World Championships in 2019. As did the other Australian gymnast, interestingly, that we are going to see in a later subdivision. This performance with the hoop is one that she should feel good about. Lots of potential in both of these young gymnasts, Emily Beznos of Moldova and Isabella Wong of Australia.
Dear fans, follow the Ryan Rule 2025 FISU University Games on Facebook and Instagram to get updates on competition news during the games. And don't forget, while you are posting something, use the official hashtag Ryan Rule 2025.
The score for Emily Beznos, 23.5 with the ball, and that is 1/10 of a point higher than what she scored with the hoop.
And here's the score for Emily Beznos, 23.50 points, 23,50 Punkte. The next gymnast representing Singapore, Angie Claire.
Here once again is Claire Ng of Singapore. The 18-year-old, she scored 21.3 with the hoop earlier on. Let's see what she can accomplish with the ball.
Oui, j'aimerais voir une poupée dans les bras, lui parlant tout bas, me parlant de toi, car je n'ai plus rien, rien qu'une poupée brisée dans mes mains, à qui je disais
There are some remarkable qualities in the rhythmic gymnastics of Claire Ng. She has arms and hands that are incredibly expressive. If you can tell a whole story with just your arms, well, it's really something. And she is still an athlete who is developing, just 18 years old after all. There was one, let's call it a concentration error in the exercise where the ball actually got cast behind her. I don't believe that that was the intention, but she recovered quickly.
more gymnasts to come in this second rotation. But first we have the score for Isabella Wong. 22.70 points.
We have the score for Isabella Wong of Australia. With the hoop, it is 22.7 points. She too has a slight penalty, just half a tenth, for not finishing quite in time with her music. Next on the carpet, the Republic of Korea's Cho Beola. 24.4 was what she earned with the ball. Now she begins with the hoop. She packs a lot into this exercise. Cho Beola of the Republic of Korea, just 18 and such promise. This is her first outing at the World University Games. The student from the Korea National Sport University. Hoop is one of her strongest apparatus. She finished 12th at the Asian Championships this year. That apparatus in hand. 20.9, meanwhile. The score for Claire Ng with the ball. The second routine is on its way now for 18-year-old Antonia Herrera of Chile. Here she is with the ball.
Allí miré tu foto en la nevera de aquel viaje que hicimos en noviembre. Sonrío al descubrir tus mil maneras para quererme. Hoy, como cada tarde, te imaginaba. Confieso que me haces tanta falta para decirme todo va a estar bien, para escucharme con una guitarra sentado con tu taza de café. Lloré porque tu voz no está en la casa, reí porque me amaste con todo tu ser. Es una mezcla que me agarra el alma y rompe cada esquina de mi ser. Y como no, ciegas mi todo. Y como no, ciegas mi todo.
Formed at Club La Arena in Santiago, the Chilean capital. And currently a student at the University of Chile, Antonia Herrera came here to make her mark, and she has left quite an impression. She has one of the greatest variety in styles when you compare what she did with the hoop to what she has just done with the ball. 25.15 is the score for Cho Beola with the hoop. That a positive improvement compared to the number she posted with the ball.
Please welcome, herzlich willkommen, Anastasia Salas.
Now to the neutral athlete, Anastasia Salos. She was impressive early on with the ball, and she has great potential with the hoop. It's a very interesting look, this, from Anastasia Salos. Very different from what she has displayed with the hoop in the past. This is a playful routine where she really engages with the apparatus, almost as though she were just having a good time playing around. This lovely moment with the catch in a backward roll, and then keeps the apparatus going around her ankle. That, however, will count as a drop, which is very unfortunate. We'll have to see how it impacts her score, probably 5 to 7/10 of a point down from what it could be. 20.2 is the score for Antonia Herrera of Chile with the ball. And now to the final competitor in this first subdivision, representing Italy, Giulia Della Felice. She will be performing here with the ball. To a variation of Creep by Radiohead, that was Giulia Della Felice of Italy, a student at the University of Urbino. She comes from nearby Fano, a lovely town on the Adriatic Sea. And that was unfortunate. She really tried to minimize the number of steps that she took, knowing that 1 step, 7/10 of a point deduction, no steps, just half a point. We'll see what the judges do with it. Meanwhile, Anastasia Salos is done for the day. We'll see her and all of these competitors once again tomorrow performing with the clubs and the ribbon. But really, rhythmic gymnastics competition just warming up here at the World University Games. We have another 2 days. Saturday will be the apparatus finals. Tomorrow, the conclusion of the ongoing individual apparatus qualifications, which also serves as the all-around final. 2 scores still to come in. Anastasia Salos with the hoop and Giulia Della Felice with the ball.
Eine gute Wertung werden für Anastasia Salos.
Anastasia Salos, very accomplished with the hoop, including at the Sofia World Cup this year, where she made the final with the apparatus.
In der Mehrkampfwertung für Anastasia Simakova mit 56,450 Punkten.
So far, the top scores of the day belong to Germany's Anastasia Simakova. Absolutely was terrific with both the ball and the hoop, particularly with the hoop. An amazing 28.65. That sets the standard right now. And her 27.8 with the ball was also quite remarkable. She will be the gymnast that everyone else is chasing. There are 49 individual gymnasts competing here in Rhein-Ruhr, and we have seen 17 of them so far. So once these scores come in, we will have something of an indication about who is in contention to make the apparatus finals. 26.6 with the hoop for Anastasia Salos. She is likely to be in second place in the all-around with that number, behind Anastasia Simakova, who has been the revelation of this competition so far. Giulia Della Felice looks very composed after her first outing at her first World University Games. Rhythmic gymnastics is so appreciated in Italy. 23.7 the score for Giulia Della Felice with the ball. And that concludes subdivision 1 of 3 in individual rhythmic gymnastics qualification here in North Rhine-Westphalia. Two more subdivisions still to come, and then the first of the 2-part all-around final in the rhythmic group competition. Let's take a look at the standings in rhythmic gymnastics in the all-around final. Halfway through the competition of these competitors, it is Anastasia Simakova of Germany in the lead. 56.45 sets the standard for the other two subdivisions still to come. Anastasia Salos currently in second place, and so on down the order.
Sehen wir uns dann wieder mit dem zweiten Teil, Gruppe B. Macht's gut, schöne Pause.
It has been quite a moment here in the Essen Exposition Center, and we have more to come. Subdivision 2 of the individual all-around and qualification is coming up.
Things won't always go the way you expect, but overcoming challenges is part of the game too. Your time is now. When passion runs through you, become your own hero.
Wir packen unsere Sachen und ziehen beim San Remo